DR sort 17, adding the ation, cation, and ition to the ends of words. Many of these are verbs that are actions that have been changed to nouns that mean the act of or process of their base word. We're not comparing these words to their base words this time, but you probably know what they are anyway. Let's go ahead and start with the pattern sort, and then we'll talk about some fun things to notice. Application, you see the cation here, so I'm just put it here. Information, so we have two here. This ation here, we're just adding the ation, but in some words we're adding the ation, but first the base word dropped an e. So that's where we're going to put words that we're supposed to have a silent e at the end, but now they're dropped when we add on this suffix. Oh, like this word. Organize has an e at the end of it, but when we added the ation, it dropped. Relaxation. Addition. Consideration. Imagination. See, we're missing the e there. Temptation. Identification. Expectation. Expectation, just added. Partition, which would mean to take something and put it into different parts. Transportation. Transport with the ation. Addition. Reservation. Reserve, e drop. Presentation. Presentation. Quotation. So this would be the quote, but it's missing the e. Starvation. Supposed to have an e in the base word. Memorization. Memorization. Comes from memorize. Justification. Oh, look at all those syllables. Justification. Let's see, that comes from justify. We get a cation. Let's see. Purification, like you might do with your water to take out anything you don't like. Beautification, to make something beautiful. Gratification. It's a feeling that you have when you're very gratified. Notification. And examination. We are adding on ation, but we're dropping an e, so it must be right there. So we need to make sure that we have all the words in the right place here, because we might have something in the wrong place. Oh, I was looking at this one. Memory, but it's really a y changed to I here too. So this one actually is supposed to go here. Information, relaxation, consideration. And make sure all we're doing is adding the ation to the end of a base word. That looks good now. Now, do we see an e drop here in organize? Yes. Imagine, reserve, quotation. Although quota is also a word too, but that's a different meaning. Quote, starve, examine, memory would really be a y. That one has there. Okay, so this one all have cation and ition. You can hear the difference there, so you do have that clue at least when you're trying to figure out how to spell them. So something interesting to notice here, think about the base word in these cation words. Apply. Let's zoom in a little more. Apply. What's supposed to be at the end of that base word? Identify. Sounds like I, but what happened? Purify. Beauty. Gratify, notify. There's really supposed to have Y's at the end of it. So when you added the cation, the Y changed to I. And something else interesting happened to it too. When this used to have a Y at the end, gratify, it used to have an I sound, but now it's a short I sound. Gratification. Let's see. Justify, justify, justification. When we added this suffix, we lost the long I sound.